नारायणं वन्दे द्राविडं नायते श्रीशैले जटया पात्रं धीभक्त्यादिगुणार्णवम् श्रीशैलेश दया पात्रं धीभक्त्यादिगुणार्णवम् यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्य चामातरं मुनिं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्य चामातरं मुनिं रामानुजदया पात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् यो नित्यमच्युत पदाम्बुजयुग्मरुग्म व्यामोहतः यो नित्यमच्युत पदाम्बुजयुग्मरुग्म व्यामोहतः तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरो भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये अस्मद्गुरो भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये रामानुजस्य चरणं शरणं प्रपद्ये सरस्य महताय पट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसार कुलशेखर योगी भक्ताग्रिरेणु भक्ताग्रिरेणु परकालयतीन्द्रमिश्रा श्रीमत्परमकुशं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम् श्रीमत्परमकुशं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं श्रीमत्परमकुशं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम् भक्तामृतं विश्वजनानुमोदनं सर्वान्तदं श्रीषट्कोपवाङ्मयम् सहस्रशाखोपनिषत्समागमम् सहस्रशाखोपनिषत्समागमम् नमाम्यहं द्राविडवेदसागरम् अहं नमामि द्राविडवेदसागरम् नमामि
श्रीनिवासेति श्रेष्ठदयापात्रं गुणान्विता कुशिकोऽनन्तरङ्गार्यश्नुं येतां भुवि यस्तात्मीय परम्पर प्रदगुरो वैराग्यवाग्यो तदो वेदान्तां सुधारवन्तमनुघात् श्री श्रीनिवासाद्गुरोः श्रीशैलान्वयकौस्तुभस्थितनिं श्रेयोनिधे श्रीविधेः वन्दे साधुकटाक्षकेलिनिलयं श्रीकृष्णसद्देशिकं श्रीनारायण योगीन्द्रवरदारिकृपाश्रयं मङ्गेशपादविनतं श्रीनिवासमुनिं भजे व्यासं वसिष्ठनुत्तारं जगते पौत्रमकल्मषम्बराजरात्मजं वन्दे जगदातं तपोनिधिं पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यानविध्वस्ता शेषकल्मषा वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहं यं नमामि तम् यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मं व्यामोहतस्तरितराणि नायमेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य देकसिन्धो रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा कृति offering my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga. I shall resume the next session. This session we studied the shloka Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevaha Sarvam Iti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. This prapati is told as an anga or accessory to bhakti yoga. So the Bhashya was Priyohi Jnanino Atyartham Maham Sachamama Priyaha Asthitaha Sahi Yuktatma Mameva Anuttamam Gatim Iti Prakramat Jnanavanschayam Uttalakshanayeva. Jnana, the word Jnana and Jnanavan, what is the that such a person attains at the end of crores and crores of punya janmas, bahunam janmanam. So that is explained, and the meaning of jnanavan is explained according to the prakarana here by Bhashyakara. Jnanavasyayam ukta lakshana eva. As told, the nature of what is the nature of the knowledge that one gets? It is the Bhagavad Jnana. And the Jnani that is told here, the Jnanavan, is the person who is endowed with that kind of an exceptional knowledge, which is told in this prakarana earlier. Jnanavanschayam ukta lakshana eva asyaiva purvokta jnanitvat. Bhumirapaha iti arabhya ahankara iti yamme vinna prakritishtada apareyam itastu anyam prakritim vidyame param jiva bhutam. Iti hi chetana chetanasya prakritidvayasya paramapurusha sheshateikkarasata ukta. How everything is subordinate to Paramatman and created and sustained by him, they all go and unite in him during pralaya. All those things. Ye aham krishnasya jagataha prabhava pralestatha mattah parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is nothing superior to me. Iti arabhya yecheva sattvika bhavaha rajasaha tamasaschaye matta eveti tan vidhi natvaham teshu te mai. So they are all supported by me. They are all depending for their very existence on me. And I do not have any particular prayojana or benefit from them. Was told iti prakritidvayasya karyakarana ubhayavasthasya paramapurusha ayata swarupa sthiti pravrittitvam. So in both the states, there are two states in which all the two prakritis, para prakriti and apara prakriti, that is chetana, chetana, they exist in two states. One in the causal state, that is during the state of pralaya, before srishti, and the state of effects where srishti has happened and everything is created and its present in the gross form, sthulavastha, that is karanavastha, karyavastha. So karanavastha is the causal state, karyavastha is the state of effect, the gross state. So in the karanavastha, it is very subtle and it is united in Paramatman, Eki Bhava, inseparably associated all the time. And in both the states, they are both dependent on Paramapurusha for their very existence, Swarupa, Sthiti and Pravritti. So they cannot get into the sthula form or the gross state by themselves. Paramatma's Sankalpa only is responsible for Srishti, and without Paramatman Sankalpa, Paramapurusha's Sankalpa, Srishti will not happen. It cannot happen. So in any state, they are all dependent on Paramapurusha for their very existence, Swarupa, Sthiti and Pravritti, their sustenance and all their activities and everything, whatever. If Prakriti has to become Mahat, it has to be through the Sankalpa of Paramatma as a body of Paramatma, and it cannot independently act upon by itself. Or Chetanas cannot get themselves a body or Indriya by themselves. It has to be through Paramapurusha Sankalpa. So they are all dependent on Paramapurusha in both the states. Paramapurusha ayatta Prakriti dvayasya karya karana ubhaya avasthasya Paramapurusha ayatta swarupa sthiti pravrittitvam. Paramapurushasya cha sarvaihi prakaraihi sarvasmat paratvam uttam. And Paramapurusha is in every way, he is superior to everything else. Ataha Sayeva atra jnani iti uchyate. A person who is endowed with this kind of a knowledge is told as jnani here. And such a jnani is very, very rare. After many, many meritorious bhunam janmanam. So Bhashyakara says, na alpasankhya sankhyata phalamidam. Janmanam phalamidam. Because it is possible only to attain that kind of a knowledge, jnana, only after crores and crores of punya janmas, not just any janmas, but punya janmas. It is also said, ye janma kotibhi siddhaha tesham ante atra samsthitihi. Janma kotibhi siddhaha. Those who have become siddhas, attained siddhi, crores of births get to become jnanis. Janma kotibhi. That is told as na alpasankhya sankhyātānām punya janmanām phalamidam in the Bhashya. So that is the greatness of a jnani. How difficult it is to become a jnani. It takes crores and crores of punya janmas before one can attain that kind of a jnana. It's told here, and incidentally this shloka is quoted at the very end of Sri Bhashya. Before Sarvam Samanjasam, it is this shloka is quoted by Bhashyakara to end the great commentary, Sri Bhashya, extolling a jnani who attains Bhagavan, that once he attains, he will never return back to this Prakriti Mandal. So all his karmas will get exhausted. So now again, the greatness of a jnani is going to be told again by telling why such a one is so rare. Ye janma kotibhi siddhaha. Why this jnana is so difficult to attain? Is told here. Tasya jnanino durlabhatvam upapadayati. Continuing to sloka 20. There is an avatarika. Tasya jnaninaha durlabhatvam upapadayati. Again, the fact that such a jnani is very, very rare to find is going to be told. Durlabhatva. The Sangati for the teachings of shloka, starting with this shloka, 20th up to the 27th shloka. 20th shloka is Kama Istha Jnana. 27th is Sargeyanti Parantapa. So that till this, the 8 shlokas. The Sangati is told by this, Tasya Jnanino Durlabhatvam Upapadayati. Till that, in the 27th shloka, the rarity of such a jnani is again told. Kamaistaistair kritagnyanaha prapadyante anya devataha तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियताः स्वया प्रकृत्या नियताः. Being always associated with their respective karma vasanas, the reminiscent impressions of the karmas, taihi taihi kamaihi, by the sense object, the desires of their desires, which is according to the karma vasanas, kritagnyanaha, having lost their knowledge of Paramatman, anyadevataha, deities other than Paramatman, tantan niyamamasthaya prapadyante, they surrender unto following the various disciplines or procedures of those respective, the rituals which are prescribed for worshipping those respective deities or gods. So because of the karma vasanas, which is very, very difficult to get rid of, Janmakoti antaritapi nochidyate vasana, it is said. Even if there is a gap of crores of births, it is difficult to get rid of vasana by itself. Only through Bhagavad Anugraha it is possible, it is said. So being always associated, so Prakriti here is told as karma vasana by Bhashya. Prakritya niyataha swaya prakritya niyataha taistaihi kamaihi kritagnyanaha anyadevataha tam tam niyamamasthaya prapadyante. Having lost their knowledge of Paramatman and being attracted to the various desires, the sense objects, due to the karma vasanas which are always present, the devotees, people resort to other deities, gods other than Paramatman, and they follow all the prescribed disciplines or procedures for adopting those worships or rituals, for worshipping those respective deities. Sarve eva hi laukikaha purushaha swaya prakritya vasanaya gunamaya bhava vishayaya niyataha nityanvitaha taistaihi स्ववासनानुरूपैहि गुणमयैः एव कामैः इच्छा विषय भूतैः कृत मत्स्वरूप विषय ज्ञानाः तत्तत् कामसिद्ध्यर्थम् अन्यदेवताः मद्व्यतिरिक्ताः केवलेन्द्रादिदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय तत्तत् देवता विशेषमात्र प्रीणन असाधारणं नियमम् आस्थाय प्रपद्यन्ते ताएव आश्रित्य अर्चयन्ते. Sarva eva hi laukikaha purushaha. Laukikaha means which are whoever is there in this loka, they are called laukikaha purushaha, people of this world. All the people of this world, swaya prakritya vasanaya. Prakritya swaya is commented as swaya prakritya means vasanaya. And what is the vasana? Gunamaya bhava vishayaya niyataha. Niyataha means nityanvitaha. So Prakriti is vasana. By the vasana on the objects which are composed of the qualities of sattva, rajas and tamas, gunamaya bhava vishaya. Guna is triguna, sattva, rajas and tamas. Niyataha means nityanvitaha, being associated with always. Taitaihi swavasananurupaihi. Taistaihi means taistair kamais taistair ritagnyanaha. Taihi means swavasananurupaihi gunamayaihi eva kamaihi. Taistaihi kamaihi is explained like that. The sense objects of desire, by the desire, in the sense objects, in the experience of the sense objects. Ichha vishaya bhutaihi gunamayahi. Ichha vishaya bhutaihi. Those which are objects of desire. And gunamayahi, they have abundance of the three qualities of sattva, rajas and tamas, according to their respective vasanas. Krita mat swarupa vishaya jnanaha. So Kritajnanaha in the Mula Shloka is their knowledge about my essential nature is lost. So they have also some jnana. They have jnana about Anya Devatas, they have jnana about Veda, the various rituals, the yajna, the yagas, and all those things, the worship and everything of the other deities, Indradi Devatas and all that. But Kritajnanaha means the jnana about my essential nature is what Paramatman is telling here. Matswarupa Vishaya Jnana. Krita Matswarupa Vishaya Jnana. They have lost their knowledge about my essential nature. Tattat Kama Siddhyartham Anya Devataha Mad Vyatiriktaha Kevalendradi Devataha Tam Tam Niyamamasthaya. Tattat Devata Visheshamatra Pridana Sadharanam Niyamamasthaya Prapadyante. Tayeva Ashritya Archayante. So, in order to obtain the desired benefits, Tattat Kama Siddhyartham, to attain those desired benefits, Anya Devataha means anybody who is other than Bhagavan, Mad Vyatiriktaha, and who is other than Bhagavan means what? Kevala Indradi Devataha. Kevala, this word Kevala is very significant here. Kevala Indradi Devataha. The Mula Shloka simply says Prapadyante Anya Devataha. Here Bhashya is clear that Kevala Indradi Devataha, because it is told that Mat Vyatiriktaha Anya Devataha. So they do not have the knowledge of Paramatman, the real nature of the Paramatman. They do not know that Paramatman is Antaratman or Antaryami to everything, and all are Bhagavadatmaka. They do not have this knowledge. So Kevala Indradi Devataha means only Indra and other gods thinking that they are only the gods and they only give the benefit, the fruits, the phala, etc. And they do not know that Bhagavan is being Antaryami, only is responsible for the powers which any god or deity has to bestow any benefits. So only those gods without the knowledge that Paramatman is Antaryami to all, Tam Tam Niyamavasthaya. And in order to worship the other gods, there are so many disciplines and procedures which are prescribed in the Vedas. They follow all those rituals, disciplines which are prescribed to please those respective gods alone. Tatta Devata Visheshamatra Prenana. So only to please those respective gods, like such as Indra, Agni, Varuna, or those gods, only to please them, they follow all the disciplines and procedures. Niyamamasthaya prapadyante. Prapatti here is tayeva ashritya archayante. So they resort to those gods, they surrender unto them or take refuge in them and worship them. They only, and depending on them for the fruits that they desire. The two main obstructions, that is the pratibandhakas to become a jnani, are told here. One is kamaihi taistaihi, another one is prapadyante anya devataha. So Swami Deshikan summarizes this wonderfully, two words. One is phalantara sangha, another is devatantara sangha. These two are the main pratibandhakas, obstructions or obstacles in the way of attaining the Paramatma Jnana, Bhagavad Jnana, and becoming a Jnani. So these two words are very summarized by Swami Deshikan here. Kamaihi taistaihi is phalantara sangha. That is, any desire in the experience of objects which are other than Paramatman. Another is devatantara sangha, which is taking refuge in deities or gods other than Paramatman and without the knowledge that Paramatman is Antaryami. Kevala Indradi Devataha. Sarvaiva Lokikaha Purushaha. The Mula Shloka is, the word Kritajnanaha is in plural. Kritajnanaha. So there is no Sankocha in its meaning. So there is no reduction in scope of its sense. So Sarva eva Lokikaha. Sarva eva hi Lokikaha. This is also in line with what is going to be told. Sarva Bhutani Samoham Sargeyanti. Sarva Bhutani. It is told in the Mula Shloka itself later, in the 27th Shloka. So Kritagnyanaha is commented as Sarvaeva hi Lokikaha Purushaha Swaya Prakritya. So this is also a significant meaning here. Prakritya Niyataha Swaya. The words Prakriti is synonymous to Swabhava. So this indicates the natural sense objects due to Vasana as per various desires. The word Swaya shows that, so it is commented as Ichha Vishaya Bhutaihi. The Swaya shows that it has been existing for a very long time. Swaya Prakritya means it has become one's own. So it has been existing for such a long time that it has become one's own and has come out of one's own experience also. Swaya means it is each individual's experience. He is creating this Vasana. And because it exists for each individual, it gives the fruits that that person alone. So this is niyata, means it is invariably and definitely present. Its dissociation is not seen. That is the bhava. So far we have never seen vasana being got rid of. So it is always present. It is one's own. It gives each individual its fruits for that person alone. And it is coming out of one's own experiences. It has been existing for such a long time that we do not see getting dissociated with that such a vasana. So that is why that is told nitya anvitaha. It is all the time present. So eternally present is the kind of meaning it gives. But so far it is never seen that anybody has got dissociated with vasana. So nitya anvitaha. All the time it is present. That is told, the commented like that. So it is said that the desire in the objects other than Paramatman, Trishna, it's called Trishna hi sarvapapishta, nityodvegakari smrita. And it all the time increases only the stress. And ashavadhim kogataha, nobody can reach the limit of desire. And if anybody who has little bit, they will aspire for more. Nisvo vashti dasham, dashi shatam, shati lakshadikam manchati. One who doesn't have anything aims to attain, let's say 10, or one who has 10 will attain 100, then attain lakhs, and so there is no limit to that. It goes on increasing. So these are all supported as kama istaihi hritagnyana. That leads to loss of paramatma jnana, bhagavat jnana. Hrita matsvarupa vishaya jnanaha. The word jnana is in Hrita jnanaha is about the same knowledge taught earlier. So Hrita jnanaha is not that they have lost the knowledge of that everything is false or everything is identity with Paramatman, Aikya or something like that. It is the jnana of Paramatma Swarupa that he is everything is Bhagavadatmaka. He is the cause for everything, and in the Karanavastha, Karyavastha, in both the avasthas, both the prakritis are always dependent on him. They are inseparably associated with him. They are all real entities. And Bhagavan is the one who bestows all the fruits. And all these kind of wonderful knowledge of the Bhagavad Swarupa, which was explained earlier by Krishna himself directly, which was taught to Arjuna. So that kind of a jnana is only meant here. So Bhashya is Krita Mat Swarupa Vishaya Jnana. When the knowledge about the essential nature of Paramatman is lost, that is the reason why one resorts to worshipping their deities, other deities. Tattat kama siddhyartham anya devataha madvyatiriktaha kevala indradi devataha. When gods such as Indra and others are worshipped with the idea that Bhagavan is their antaryami, it would lead to Indradi devata vishishta Bhagavad anusandhana itself. So when anybody worships other gods with the knowledge that Paramatman is the antaryami, he is the only bestower of all fruits, sarva bala pradata, and all that, it will lead to Bhagavad anusandhana only in the form of Indradi devata vishishta. So one who is qualified by Indra and other deities as his mode, being his body. So that is how it will be seen, and that is vidhi purvaka, that is proper. And when they do not do that, it becomes avidhi purvaka. So what is told here is about those who do not have this idea when they worship Indra and other gods, and they see only those gods dissociated from Bhagavan. So they are different from the four categories of devotees told here. Chaturvida bhajante, whatever was told, bhaktaha, these people are different from them because the four types of devotees told, artha, jnanasu, artharthi and jnani, all the four of them take refuge in Paramatman only. They surrender unto Paramatman for any desire they have to attain that. So they have Paramatman, they know that Paramatman is the Antaryami, he is the one who bestows all the fruits, etc. So it is not about them that is told here. It is about all the people of the world who do not belong to these four categories, who do not take refuge in Paramatman, but they go to other gods, Kevala Indradi Devataha, without the knowledge that they are all controlled by Paramatman and they are supported by Paramatman, etc. So the view that Kama is he is about there is a view that some commentaries we see that Kama is he is about the three bhaktas other than Jnani, Chaturvida Bhajante, is refuted by this because all the four categories of devotees are worshipping Bhagavan only and not Anya Devata. That is why it is told here, Mat Vyatiriktaha Kevala Indradi Devataha. And the Bhashya is very clear that it is not about these four types of bhaktas. And those who are intelligent should resort to Bhagavan only, even if it is for getting other benefits. This is also as per Bhagavad Yamunacharya in Gita Artha Sangraha 28th shloka, Aikantyam Bhagavat Yesham Samanam Adhikarinam. So all the four adhikaris, Artha, Jignasu, Artharthi and Jnani, Samanam is what something is common to all of them. What is this? Bhagavati Aikantyam. They all resort to Bhagavan only for whatever fruits they want to attain. So that is common to all the four types of bhaktas told here. So this Anya Devata Bhajana that is told here is about those who do not belong to these four categories. So Tantam Niyamamasthaya, the meaning of Niyama is Sankalpa Vishesha and others. Whatever disciplines, procedures, it's every ritual or worshipping starts with a Sankalpa Vishesha and then all the so many other procedures will be there. So that is starting with specific Sankalpa and all that. Prapadyante means Tayeva Ashritya Archayante. Meaning of Prapadyante is given like that. Ashritya Archayante. They worship them depending on them for getting any benefits. So this is also what is as per what is told in the next shloka, Shraddhaya Architum Ichchati. Surrendering is an accessory to Archana. Ashritya Archayante. So the main aspect is Archana and Prapatti is Anga to that here. So they pray with faith that fruit should be bestowed and they please the respective gods with the prescribed karmas, following all the disciplines that are ordained. So that is explained by Chapari Chandrika by Swami Deshka as Vishwasa Garbha Palapradatva Varana Purvakam Tattat Karma Vihi Pridayanti Ityartha. So Tayeva Ashritya Archayante means Vishwasa Garbha Palapradatva Varana Purvakam. That is having lot of faith in those gods. They seek those benefits that they want from those gods, seeking that they please them or they worship them with the respective karmas, following all the disciplines. Tattat karma vihi prinayanti. So that is told as prapadyante anya devataha means tayeva ashritya archayante. Continuing to 21st shloka, Yoyo yamyam tanum bhaktaha shraddhaya architum ichchati tasya tasya achalam shraddham tameva vidadhamyam. These 3-4 shlokas here teach the most rahasya, adhyatma rahasyas, Vedanta, some of the very important aspects, how one should do worship or follow the rituals, or how should one do any activities. All that is taught here, the most secret teachings of Vedanta, some of the very important teachings are told here. यो यो याम्यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया अर्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्य अचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम्. यो यो भक्तः याम्यां तनुं श्रद्धया अर्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्य तामेव श्रद्धां अचलां विदधामि अहम्. Whichever devotee, yo bhaktah yamyam tanum shraddhaya architum likes to worship with faith, shraddhaya, whichever God who is the body of Paramatma, tanum is told here. Tasya tasya tameva shraddham. For those devotees, the same faith that they have, aham achalam vidadhami, I will make them firm without any obstacles. So my devotees may like to worship other gods, or any devotees, Lokika Purushas, what is told. The devotees would like to worship other gods, whichever god they want to worship with faith. Because those gods are my body, I will make their faith stay firm with respect to those gods. This is the Paramanugraha Paramatman. How Paramatman is concerned about every Chetana, and whoever is in right direction, even if it is after Janma Kotibihi Siddhaha, he will not leave them. He will take them through that path and make them attain him. All these are extolled here, and Paramatman is telling that directly. तापि देवताः मदीयाः तनवः यः आदित्ये तिष्ठन् यम् आदित्यो न वेद यस्य आदित्य शरीरम् इत्यादि श्रुतिभिः प्रतिपादिताः. मदीयाः तनवः इति अजानन्नपि यो यो याम्यां मदीयाम् इन्द्रादिकां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया अर्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्य अजानतोपि मत्तनु विषया एव श्रद्धा इति अहम् अनुसन्धाय तामेव अचलां निर्विघ्नां विदधामि अहम्. It's a very beautiful commentary told by Bhashya how Krishna is telling Krishna Bhagavan's compassion. Tāpi devataha madiyaha tanavaha. Those gods are also my body only. Because it is well established in Antaryami Brahmana and others, in Braharanyaka Upanishad, Yaha Aditya Dishtan Yam Adityo Naveda Yasya Adityaha Shariram Yasya Tejaha Shariram Yasya Prithvi Shariram Yasya Agnihi Shariram. Everything is told as his body very clearly. So they are all my body only. मदीयाः तनवः इति अजानन्नपि यो यो याम्यां मदीयाम् इन्द्रादिकां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया अर्चितुमिच्छति. So though the devotees who do not know that those gods are the body of Paramatma, they are all my body, they do not know, but they worship those gods with a lot of faith, shraddha. Gods such as Indra and others, they worship without this knowledge. Ajanannapi madiyaha tanavaha iti ajanannapi. Without knowing they are all the body of Paramatma. They worship with a lot of faith. And in spite of not knowing, I will think that Mattanu Vishaya Yesha Shraddha iti aham anusandhaya. I will think that this faith is towards gods who are my body only. They are not dissociated from me. So whereas even if the devotee doesn't know of a devotee of Indra, doesn't know, Paramatman will think that because Indra is my body and he is worshipping only my body, he will grace them in such a way that their faith towards those gods stays firm without any obstructions or obstacles. Nirvignam vidadhami aham. Achalam means Nirvignam is the meaning. It's not that it's present forever or something like that. It will be without any obstacles, so that they can move forward in that path towards attaining Paramatman, even if it is after a very long time. The Shraddha is important in Devata Archana. So that is the Astikya that is told here. Otherwise, it will become a godless state. So Paramatman graces them with his compassion, that their faith in, even if it is other gods, even if they do not know that those gods are my body, they worship with faith. I will make sure they do not have any obstacles in their worship, in their Shraddha, and they continue to worship them with a lot of faith. So Krishna says in the next shloka that even those who are interested in Devatantara and Phalantara, Devatantara is gods other than me, Phalantara is benefits other than attaining me, I will see that their faith responsible for those worshipping those respective gods stays firm without any obstacles, and I will bestow the respective benefits to them. Because he is only the bestower of fruits, through those gods, he will make sure that those devotees get the benefits that they are seeking. So what happens if Paramatman does not do so? Then those people would lose faith in other gods and would resort to unrighteous means, Avaidika Marga, they will take to, and in order to attain those benefits, and they would be completely lost. So Paramatman, who is Paramakarunika, the most compassionate one, would not allow that to happen. So he will think, Krishna is telling here, Mattanu Vishya Yesha Shraddha iti aham anusandhaya tameva achalam nirvignam vidadami. This is a wonderful aspect of Paramatman. Those gods told as Yam Yam Tanum, Yo Yo Yam Yam Tanum Bhaktaha, they are all, Tanum is body, his body only. And that we have to remember that the body-soul relationship that is told, Tanu or Sharira, Amsha, Vapu, it is told in various words are used. That is the same, that it is, the Tanu is, the body is under the control of Paramatma, who is the self. The body is Niyamya and he is Niyamaka. The body is Adheya and he is Adhara. He is a support and the body is supported by him. And the body is Sheshabhuta and he is the Sheshi. It is meant for his purpose. He is the master and the body is subservient to him. So this is the relationship that is told. Tanu or Sharira, this is what we have to remember. So it's not that Paramatman himself is present in those forms. That Indra, Paramatman himself is present in that form. It is not that, because those gods are all different sentient beings. They are all Chetana Visheshas who have done lot of worship, and they have worshipped Lord for a long time, and they have attained those padavis, Indra Padavi or Varuna, Aditya and all these things. In order to attain these positions, they have done lot of worship, and through that they have attained those positions. So they are all Chetana Visheshas, they are all sentient beings only, but they are inseparably associated with the Lord as his body. They are controlled by him, supported by him, and are subservient to him. The fact that those gods are also Chetanas is told clearly in the 23rd shloka. Devan Devayajo Yanti Madbhakta Yanti Mamapi. So there it is very clearly told, Madbhakta Yanti Mam Devan Devayaja Yanti. So the word Tanu is applies here to the specific individual self, such as Indra, Agni and so on, existing as body of Paramatma. So all the sentients are body to Paramatman, and he is the inner control. Very clearly in the Bradarnika Antaryami Brahmana, which is referred here. Yaha Prithiviyam Tishtan, Yaha Vayo Tishtan, Yaha Agno Tishtan, Yaha Tejasi Tishtan, Yaha Atmani Tishtan, Yaha Vijnane Tishtan. So it is told in so many ways, giving some examples, that it means he is present in everything, and though he is present, those entities do not know him because they are covered by their karma, and They are all body to him, and he is the self. All those things are told. So Madiyaha Tanavaha iti Ajanan. So this worship is being done without the knowledge that those gods are body of Paramatma. That is told here. So this is also told later in the 9th chapter. Natumam abhitvena ataha chavandite. Natumam abhijananti tatvena mam na abhijananti. That is the most secret teaching of one of the most secret teachings of the Upanishads. This is the Parama Rahasya, Adhyatma Rahasya. That Paramatman is the Antaryami. He is the bestower of fruit. Whoever we worship, all the fruits that are we attain through the various other gods are all because of the Anugraha of Bhagavan only. These are all the Adhyatma Rahasyas taught here. So, but the devotees who think that Indra only is the Devata, he is only giving the benefit, they do not know the reality fully. But even they do not have that knowledge, even if they do not have that knowledge, Paramatman thinks that the devotee is worshipping his body, they are all worshipping his body only. Make sure that their faith remains firm and they get the benefits they are seeking. So Achalam Shraddham means the faith remains steadfast without any obstacles. Still the benefits are obtained. So when one, this is we can see even in the Loka, when one garlands another person, the garland is decorating the body of the person. But who is the one who rejoices is the self. Even if the person garlanding is not aware that there is an Atman inside or all that, the person who is receiving the honors, he knows it and he feels happy and he is favorably disposed towards him. So the same way, Paramatman also does. Whoever worships his body in any form, he will think that they are worshipping my body only, and he gives them the fruits through them. Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktaha Tasya Aradhanamihate Labhate cha tatak kaman mayaiva vihitan hitan. It's made very clear here. Sataya Shraddhaya Yuktaha Saha Tasya Aradhanam ihate mayaiva vihitan tan kaman labhate cha. So having such faith, Taya Shraddhaya Yuktaha, being associated with such faith, Tasya Aradhanam ihate, he wishes, desires to worship that other deity. Tataha, and for that reason only, Mayaiva Vihitan Tan Kaman Labhate cha. Being given by me only, he gets those desired benefits also. Sataya Nirvighnaya Shraddhaya Yuktaha is the Bhashya. Nirvighnaya Shraddhaya Yuktaha. Indradehe Aradhanam Prati Ihate. Tataha Mat Anubhuta Indradi Devataradhanat Taneva hi Swabhilashitan Kaman Maya Eva Vihitan Labhate. Yadyapi Aradhana Kale Aradhya Indradayo Madiyas Tanavaha Tatayeva tad archanam cha madaradhanam iti na janati tathapi tasya vastutaha madaradhanatvat aradhaka abhilashitam ahameva vitadhami. Sataya. So this is a beautiful part of the Bhashya again. Sataya nirvighnaya shraddhaya yuktaha tasya indradehe aradhanam prati. He, having faith removed from all obstacles, nirvighnaya shraddhaya. So Bhagavan himself will remove all the, make sure that there are no obstacles to that shraddha and it remains firm till he gets the benefits. So having got such a faith without any obstacles, Indradehe Aradhanam Prati Ihade, wishes to worship deities such as Indra and others. And for that reason only, Tataha Mat Anubhuta Indradi Devata Aradhanat Taneva hi Swabhilashitan Kaman Mayaiva Vihitan Labhate. Because Tataha is given a significant meaning here. By that worship of deities such as Indra and others who are my body, Mat Anubhuta Indradi Devata Aradhanat, gets all those desires being bestowed by me only. Swabilajhitan kaman mayeva vihitan labhate. He will get the fruits, not that he will be lost, because even if he does not have that knowledge, he will get those fruits given by those respective deities, but they are all mayeva vihitan. They are all given by me only. यद्यपि आराधन काले आराध्य इंद्रादयो मदीयास्तनवः ततएव तदर्चनं च मदाराधनम् इति न जानाति. At the time of worshipping those deities, they do not know, do not have the knowledge that Indra and others are my body, Bhagavan's body only, and for that reason only worshipping those gods such as Indra and others is worshipping Bhagavan only. They do not know that, because even if it is so, tathapi, even if it is so, tasya vastutaha madharadhanatvad. The reality is that they are my body is reality and they are worshipping me only. That is also true. So aradhika vilashitam ahameva vidadami. Whatever is the worshipper seeking, I only bestow upon them the desired benefits. Sataya nirvignaya shraddhaya yuktaha. The meaning of Taya Shraddhaya in Mula is commented as Nirvignaya Shraddhaya. This is what is intended according to the Prakarana. Taya Shraddhaya means Shraddha, which will be present without any obstacles till they attain the benefits. Tasya Indradeha Aradhanam Prati. So the Mula Shloka is very Buddha. It is just telling Tasya, Taya, and things like that. Taya Shraddhaya, Tasya Aradhanam. Tataha kaman, all that is explained clearly in the Bhashya. Tasya means Indradehe aradhanam prati ihate. Tasya aradhanam ihate. Indradehe. The word Devata and Tanum in previous shloka are in feminine gender. So there is also a grammatical aspect in these two shlokas. The Devata and Tanum in the previous shloka are in feminine gender. But here Tasya is in masculine. So this indicates specific devatas such as Indra and others. And this is also as per Devan Devayajo Yanti in the next shloka. So considering this, Bhashya is Indradehe. So Tasya means Indradehe. In the shloka, Tasya Aradhanam is split as, there is also in other commentary we see Tasya Aradhanam. Tasya Aradhanam, the word, is split as Tasyaha Radhanam. Tasyaha Radhanam in some commentary. So, but it is not a very popular usage. It's not prasiddha. So here it is told as Tasya Aradhana. Tataha mat anubhuta indradi devata aradhana. Meaning Tataha is also significant. It is about Aradhanam told in first half of the shloka. So Bhashya is mat anubhuta indradi devata aradhanam. So it is not meaning Indra and others here. As Krishna is clearly stating, Mayaiva Vihitan. So, Mat Anubhuta Indradi Devata Aradhanat is made very clear as the meaning. Tanevahi Swavilashitan. The meaning of the words Mayaiva Vihitan, He Tan. It is not He and Tan are split as two words. It's not Hitan, one word. Hitatva is not the meaning. It would be against the Prakarana. So, the word He is taken as an avyaya here, and everywhere in the shlokas, that shabda that is used, that is Tasya, Taya, etc. and so on. So here also Tan Kaman is proper Anvaya. Vihitan, He, Tan, that Tan is taken to along with Kaman, Tan Kaman. So it indicates Samasta Abhilashita Daitva Bhagavan. That is, He gives everything that is desired by the devotees. In whichever form they do, even if they perform the worship of Indra and others, thinking they only give the fruits, they are only the gods and they only have the powers and they are giving by their own powers, they only give the fruits. Even if they do things like that, the reality being that Bhagavan being the Antaryami, Bhagavan giving them the powers to give the benefits, Bhagavan knows that they are all His body and He is only giving the fruits and He gives them the fruits. So that is why Taya Tan Kama Maya Vihitan. So the question is asked, how can you give them who do not have the knowledge that the gods are all your body, the desired fruits. How can you give that when they do not have that knowledge? How can you give them? The question is answered as Mayaiva Vihitan Avadharana Eva Maya Eva Vihitan. That is explained in the Bhashya as Yadyapi Aradhana Kale. Whether he knows or not, Vastutaha, it is Vastuto Madaradhanatvat. It is in reality, it is my worship only. So I will only bestow the desired fruits. That is the bhava here. The next shloka, Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavat yalpamedhasam devan devayajoyanti madbhaktayanti. So here then the other bhaktas who the Chaturvida Bhajante Evam what was told, and those who resort to Anya Devataha, that differentiation is told, clearly going to be told now. Antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedhasam devan devayajoyanti madbhaktayanti mam api. Very, very significant shloka and explained in very unique way. Tesham alpamedhasam tat phalam tu antavat bhavati. Devayajaha devan yanti madbhaktaha mam api yanti. So tesham alpamedhasam means those who are the dullards or do not have of low intellect, alpamedhasam. Tat phalam tu, the desired, the fruits that they get, the benefits that they attain, antavat bhavati. It will get ended sometime or the other. It has an end. Antavat means it is not eternal. It has an end, a definite end. Devayajaha devan yanti. Those who worship the gods attain them. Madbhaktaha mam api yanti. Whereas my devotees attain me also. That api is a very significant word here. So Bhashya is, so those who resort to or take refuge in other deities and worship them only, thinking that without the knowledge of Paramatman being there, Antaryami, etc., there the desired fruits, though even it is given by me, the fruits that they attain through those gods without this knowledge of reality, it has a definite end. That means it is not eternal. It is very limited. While those who worship me for any fruit, whatever they desire, having attained all those desires, they attain me also. That is mamapi yanti. Tesham alpamedhasam alpabuddhinam indradi matra yajinam tadaradhana phalam alpam antavaccha bhavati. Kutaha devan devayajo yanti. Yataha indradin devan tad yajino yanti. Indradayo hi parichinna bhogaha parimita kalavartinascha tataha tat sayujyam praptaha taisaha pratyavante. Madbhaktapi teshameva karmanam madaradhana rupatam jnatva parichinna palasangam tyaktva mat pridanaika prayojanaha mam prapnuvanti nacha punar nivartante mamupetyatu kaunteya punarjanma navidyate iti vakshyate. Again, these slokas are teaching very important adhyatma rahasyas. So, Tesham alpamedhasam in the shloka is commented as alpabuddhinam. And what is alpabuddhi? Indradimatra yajinam. They think only Indra and those gods give the fruits by themselves and they do not have the knowledge of Paramatma. So that is told as alpabuddhinam. For the dull-minded ones or the people of low intellect, those who worship only gods such as Indra and others, the benefits obtained from such worship will be meager and having an end too. Alpam antavaccha. Antavat is, so alpamedhasam antavattu phalam. The Mula shloka, it is alpam antavaccha bhavati. Tadaradhana phalam. It is meager and it is also having an end. That means it is limited. Kutaha devan devayajo yanti. Why means those who worship Indra and other gods, they only attain those respective gods. Yataha Indradin Devan Tadyajino Yanti. Devan Yanti means here Devan means Mad Vyatiriktaha, what was told earlier, that gods other than Bhagavan. So Indradin Devan, those who worship them will attain them only. Tadyajinaha Yanti. Indradayohi Parichinna Bhoga. So that is the reason why it is Antavati is explained in the Bhashya. Indradayohi Parichinna Bhoga. Indra and gods themselves have limited enjoyments. They are themselves endowed with limited enjoyments. Parichinna Bhoga. Parimita Kalavartinascha. They are not living forever. They also have an end. Parimita Kalavartina. They also live for a limited period of time. Tataha tat sahityam praptaha taisa prachyanti. For that reason only, those who attain equality with them also meet their end along with those gods. Madbhakta api tesham eva karmanam madaradhana rupatam jnatva parichinna palasangam tyaktva. The same karmas when my devotees do perform the very same karmas, but with the knowledge that I am the bestower. But they do those karmas to Indra and other gods with the idea that the fruits that are given by Indra and others are actually given by Bhagavan. They attain those desired fruits because they are doing the karma for attaining those fruits only. Like if somebody does Ashwamedha Yaga and worships a deity and attains a Swarga, with the knowledge that the phala that is given by the deity prescribed in that yaga is actually given by Bhagavan, but they are interested in those phalas only, that Swarga phala, etc. Those phalas are all limited, parimita. They enjoy that, after that they leave it, and then they get interested in Paramatman, and then they attain Mahamaya like that. Teshameva karmanam, the karmas done by others without this knowledge, the same karmas, this Madbhakta, Bhagavad Bhakta also are doing. Jnatva, Madaradhana Rupatam, Jnatva, knowing that it is Bhagavad Aradhana Rupa only. Parichinna Balasangam Tyaktva, having enjoyed the Parichinna Bala for a long time, they leave out any attachment, they give up the attachment to such limited fruits. Matprinanika Prayojanaha. Ultimately, they attain the knowledge that they are interested only in attaining Paramatman. Mam Prapnuvanti, they attain me. Nacha Punarnivartante. And after that, there is no return for them. And that is told is Mamapetyatu Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidyate Vikshapaksha. So that is Kaunteya, son of Kunti. After having attained me, there will be no rebirth for them. So to the doubt that if the devotee who worship other gods also get their benefits from Bhagavan, even without the knowledge of Bhagavan being Antaryami, they worship Indra, they also they get the benefit, and it is Vastutaha Bhagavad Aradhana. It is Bhagavad Aradhana only. Bhagavan only Mayaiva Vihita Nihitane. Bhagavan only is giving the fruits. If he is only giving to others also, what is the difference between them and those who take refuge in Bhagavan for other benefits? That is told here. Tesham Tadbhavati Alpamedasam, which is taken as Ekavakya here, is Tesham Alpamedasam. Is explained as Alpabuddhina. The meaning of dull-minded ones is, or of people of low intellect, is explained as having faith in gods such as Indra and others, and also the benefits which they can bestow, what they perceive is limited, and so they are called as ones with poor intellect or low intellect. And the word Devan in Mula is about gods other than Bhagavan, or gods who are also under the bondage of karma, karmavashyas. They are all karmavashyas. So that is made clear in the Bhashya as Indradin Devata, Devan. This is based on Devan, Devayajo and Madbhaktaha. The shloka itself has two parts, Devan, Devayaja. Madbhaktaha Yanti Mam. That means they are different. They are not Madbhaktas. That means they are only worshipping gods such as Indra and others. Indradin Devan. So those who worship only Indra and such gods without the knowledge that those gods are body of Bhagavan, get to attain Sayujya, which is equality, and such gods by the grace of Bhagavan only. Sayujya is Samana Bhoga, that is equal enjoyments. So how can attaining Indra and those gods lead to limited fruits, if one asks? Because the enjoyments of Indra and other gods by themselves are limited in measure and time. The enjoyments of those who attain them would also be limited by nature and by time. So Alpam Antavaccha is the Bhashya which shows this aspect that it is. So Sayujya is explained as Samana Gunakaha Sayuk. Sayujoha Bhavaha Sayujyam. It is said that in the Puranas, those who they get to sit in Ekasana with Indra, the same throne as Indra, etc. So these are all the kind of enjoyments they get. They may get equal enjoyments with Indra and other gods, but since Indra and other gods themselves have limited life, and when their life ends, their worlds also get destroyed. So but Indra Padavi may continue, some other Chetana will come and occupy that position, etc. But those who have taken refuge in them, all their enjoyments will also get ended when that Indra and those gods, their period is over. The fruits bestowed by them also will be over. So they have very limited capability in powers. So if those fruits by themselves are limited, what is the use of getting the same fruits through Bhagavan, as that would also be limited, is the question. For Bhagavad Bhaktas, the fruits themselves are limited. Even if I resort with the knowledge that Bhagavan is Antaryami and attain Swargapala, the fruit being itself limited, what is the difference? Krishna says, Mad Bhaktayanti Mamapi. So one is that Krishna gives them, Bhagavan gives them tenfold or hundredfold the same phala, makes them enjoy it for a long time, and they get completely rejected in those, and they renounce all those desires, and then they attain Him. That is the greatness of Bhaktas who resort to Bhagavan. So those who attain Bhagavan would get unlimited and uncertain enjoyments, and they will not return back to this world again in the end. This is because Mom shows Bhagavan's nature, which is Niratishaya Anandamayatva. Madbhaktayanti Mom Api. The Api is very significant here. They enjoy all other benefits and they attain me. So when they attain me, when they attain Indradi Devan Devayajo Yanti, the Devas themselves being limited and their time being very limited, when their time ends, everybody, all those who are resorted to their benefits also end. Whereas Bhagavan being of the nature of Niratishaya Anandamayatva, when one gets equality with Bhagavan, attains that kind of Niratishaya Bhoga, and it is never ending, and they don't come back to this Prakriti Mandala. This is told in Brahma Sutras, Bhogamatra Samya Lingacha. The Samya, Paramam Samya Upaiti, that is the Sayujya told here. When Madbhaktayanti Mam is Bhogamatra Samya. In the enjoyments, there is equality with Bhagavan, and the enjoyments of those upasakas is eternal. That is told also in the last Brahma Sutra, Anavritti Shabdat, Anavritti Shabdat. Madbhakta api tesham eva karmana. So that is explained wonderfully here. The meaning of Madbhakta yanti mamapi is explained in detail in Tatparya Chandrika by Swami Deshika, quoting one Narayana Arya who has given a unique explanation for this. The view that is that those, what is explained by Narayana Arya is that those devotees who desire for other benefits, phalantara from Bhagavan only, but they surrender unto Bhagavan, but for phalantara, would also get moksha in the end. For devotees of other gods, the respective fruits given by them only is the benefit, while for Bhagavad Bhaktas, it is not limited to that alone. So Bhagavan would give them the desired wealth and other fruits tenfold and make them enjoy all those till they get completely disinterested in that. They renounce everything, come to Bhagavan that I want to attain only you, seeking Him alone. So their sins would get destroyed through karmas without desire, and which is natural to a jivatma, and there will be abundance of sattva, then the karmas will become parishuddha. Parishuddha karma means only that which is done as service to Lord without the scent of any selfish interest. Gradually they get jnana and vairagya, proper knowledge and disinterest. So they, because of the devotion with which they approach Bhagavan, they get to attain Bhagavan only, even if it is after a very, very long time. So it is Nitya Pala in the end that they get. This is also told in Chandilya Samhita, Bhagavantam Samuddishya Tadeka Sharananaraha Kadachit Nahi Yante Kamya Karmarata Api. A devotee who surrenders unto Bhagavan and seeks other benefits, Kamya Karmarataha, various other Kamya Karmas which are for their own benefit, even if they seek that, they would never be lost. Kadachit Nahi Yante Bhagavantam Samuddishya Tadeka Sharananaraha. So those would never get lost even if they are always interested in Kami Karmas, rituals for other benefits, because ultimately they attain Bhagavan, even if it is after a very, very long time, for the reason that they have surrendered unto Bhagavan directly. So this is the difference between such devotees and those who seek Indra and other gods without the knowledge that they give fruits only because Bhagavan has graced them with the powers, and ultimately Bhagavan is the bestower of all fruits. So these are all some of the important Adhyatma Rahasyas that are taught in these shlokas. With this we have come to the end of the session. There are other further shlokas. Avyaktam Vyaktimapannam Anyante Mam Abuddhayaha Param Bhavam Ajananto Mama Avyayam Anuttamam. So why then everybody cannot do with that knowledge that Bhagavan is the Sarvapala Pradata, is Antaryami? Why they cannot do all that? That is all explained in further. Naham prakashas sarvasya yogamaya samavataha budhoyam navijanati loko mam ajam avyayam vedaham samaditani uttamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. So all these shlokas we can take up further in the next session. So with that, I offer pranams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga and conclude today's session and leave the class open for any question if there are not. So if there are no questions, I shall conclude today's session. rAmAnuja Namaha Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.